Hello, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the new patch notes for Season 5 of Gekishin Squadra. These just came out last night after the rank was concluded. There's no more rank points for now. We just have to wait for Frieza. And, well, if you update the game currently, you can play on the new patch. So there are some changes, some buffs, some nerfs, some adjustments to the map and stuff. And let's talk about it. So first off, we got a buff to Krillin, two buffs, Energy Mine, changed so that when placing two energy blasts in the same location, the second one will be offset. The damage distance fall off decrease from 90 to 50%. Honestly, this seems like a decent change. We'll have to see how good it is. But the thing with Kron's mines is that like they get damaged by so many abilities in the game. Like the game is like super AoE heavy. So if they get hit by like a Kid Boo's skill 3, Goku's skill 1, 3Q's skill 1, anything like that, then it'll just like set off. So that's bad. But it is good for farming. So in lane, when you want to farm, this is a very good change at least. And it also buffed the skill 3. The damage dealt while controlling energy blast increased from 300 across the board to 400, 450, and then 600. This is Kron's main form of damage. You should, well, not should. Usually, what I do is I will focus on skill 3 instead of skill 1. Put points into skill 3, put at least 2 points into skill 2, and you can focus on skill 1 later. And again, this is his main source of damage. Make the cloud really big. Block vision. I mean, everything Krillin does blocks vision, but like this is his main source of damage. So this is a good change for Krillin. Hopefully, it helps him out a bit. With the new Frieza coming out, 4-form Frieza, it may be something that he help him out a bit, but against Frieza, I don't think like Kron's gonna really be the best character, but we'll see what happens. We got another buff to Baby Young Body. This character has received so many buffs actually. I think he's received some nerfs, but like the nerfs are like adjustments. So let's read on what he's got. Passive possession change so that skill cooldown excluding super and during possession. Change so that skill cooldowns, so skill 1, 2, 3, and during possession. Okay. Skill 2, energy explosion, cooldown reduction, and color fire hitting enemies increase from 1.75 and 0.5 to 1.5, 1.13, and 0.75. This is a really pretty good change, I feel like. This just makes it so that you get your cooldowns back better. Mainly his skill 3. And then skill 3, movement speed down, amount from cover fire decrease from 30 to 10%. That's a huge change. Like the 30% made it so that people could barely move. 10%, it's such a huge nerf, honestly. But we'll see. We'll have to like test it out. And add an effect that reduces skill cooldowns, excluding skill 3 during possession. Okay. So basically, what they want you to do with Baby is use your skill 2 to reduce the cooldown of skill 3 and skill 1. Get in the body, use skill 3 to reduce the cooldown of skill 2, and then skill 2 reduce the cooldown of skill 3. So basically, you just cycle between these two. I think it's that like skill 3 reduces the skill cooldowns, but it doesn't say exclude super like the passive. So maybe the skill 3 also reduces the ultimate cooldown. If so, that's pretty nice. baby looks like a walking possession bomb pretty much at all times. That's pretty interesting. Um, Usually babies build like full red. Oh, that's like one of his like strongest builds, but I think would have to run green cards with this baby if you want to like truly utilize skill 2. So we'll see what happens. We got 4 Jita buffs. Duration of strike defense up when forcibly moving by blast jump increased from 3 to 5. That's pretty big. Like he's just tank here for like way longer. Like 2 seconds is like honestly massive in a game like this. And skill 3, maximum cooldown reduction when ending the skill by re-entering the command. Increased from 30 to 60%. That's massive. That's massive. Additional HP gain increased. That's huge. That's huge. At level 1, it's as strong as what it used to be at like level 3. At this point, you kind of don't even need to put points into his skill 3. Like, yeah, it's like a big wall. And honestly, putting points into your skill 3, you get rewarded more. But I think they want you to focus on skill 2 and possibly skill 1 because they did buff skill 1 before as well. Next up, oh, we already got the nerfs. And the first nerf is to Son Goku Mini, aka Daima Goku Daimaku. We're nerfing skill 1 Pansy Bomb. Damage decreased from 900, 1000, 1200 to 700, 800, 1000. So basically, his max level Pansy Bomb is as strong as his level 2 old Pansy Bomb, which is a pretty significant change, especially at early levels. Like this is like not that strong at all. Damage of larger explosion adjusted 900, 1000, 1200 to 840, 960, 1200. So at the max rank, it's still the same explosion damage, but the damage overall for the explosion is nerfed. This is basically just like the nerf is like farming, I guess, early game. But late game, it should be the same damage. Well, the explosion damage. The main damage, again, is still nerfed. Now, here, this is the bigger change for Daima. Skill 3. Skill stock reduced from 3 at all levels to 2 at all levels. This is a massive change before even reading anything else. The fact that he was able to use Power Pole Dance just like 3 times, like he had way too much leeway. He was able to just like it allowed him a lot more freedom to make mistakes, or just a lot more freedom to be aggressive, because 3 stocks of like an ability like that is just way too powerful. It just reduced way too much damage. So let's keep going. Movement speed scan while the skill is active adjusted from 50, 70 to 100% to 50, 60, 80%. I'm not sure if these are like the old values, but it seems similar to the old values. This is a good change. One of Daima's biggest strengths is the fact that he's like pretty much untouchable, especially once this is like leveled up to the 3 points. Because again, he had 3 stocks and he was just like unbelievably fast. So with this change, he'll be able to get caught way sooner. Duration, energy defense up, and move speed up effects when hit by energy wave attack adjusted 4.55 to 7, 4.55 to 6, 1 second. That's a pretty good change. And the strike defense up 4.557, 4.55 to 6. Same thing. Pretty much they just nerfed everything about Power Pole Dance. but I would say these are well-deserved nerfs. Daima was one of the strongest characters in the game. I would arguably say the strongest character in the game. He was just like too easy for how strong he was. His ultimate is extremely strong. He just wouldn't die. He was so strong to the point that you could literally just build like 3 red cards on him, and you'd be completely fine because his skill 3 just made him like not die. He just wouldn't die. Now the thing is, he still has his ultimate. They didn't touch his ultimate at all. So when it comes to boss fights, if you see a Daima, make sure that you get rid of Daima. And now with these changes to Power Pole Dance, it would be a lot easier to actually catch a Daima, to get rid of Daima. Like, you had to treat Daima like how you treat a Piccolo or how you treat a Oob. You just have to hunt them down, bait out their abilities, and then once that happens, like, just do what you gotta do. Alright, on to the next character. We got Son Goku, Super Saiyan Son Goku. Skill 3 Kaioken. Effect duration when activated via Kaioken only, so if you just like do it raw. Decrease from 2 seconds to 1.5 seconds, so it lasts 0.5 seconds less. Honestly, that's pretty strong. Strike attack up effect when activated via Kaioken only. 700, 1000 to 1000, 500, 600, 800. That's a massive nerf to his strike damage. Honestly, I don't know how many people actually use like Kaioken just as like a buff late game. Usually they use it like as a speed movement modifier, but I mean, it would like make his attack stronger, right? Like he would like use skill 3 and then skill 2, skill 3, or skill 1, skill 3, stuff like that. So this is a huge change. I believe this is mostly like a hammer change though, because like they kept hammers in the game, and like this is just like a good nerf for the hammer, Divine Draw as well. Strike attack up effect when inputting additional skills decreased. 500, 800, 800, 250. Holy. This is in half at level 1. 300 and 400. Oh, this is such like a huge nerf to like the additional power of like an ability. So like the combination is way weaker. Huh. Well, we'll have to see how much this decreases his power, because bro, that's such a massive cut in damage. If you only have like 1 point in the Kaioken, like it's not gonna really like help you that much. But if you do focus on Kaioken, even then, like it's at maxed out, it does less damage than it does at level 1 currently. This is such like a massive nerf for Kaioken, actually. We'll have to see what happens with Goku. But this is a big nerf. I don't know how much it will actually affect him. Like it will make like it'll just make him do so much less damage late game. I won't lie, like literally damage cut in half. Actually insane. Alright, we got his son, Gohan, Kid Gohan. Friendship boost. All defensive effect applied to self decrease 500, 300. Okay, so he's like just way less tanky. All attack up effect applied to ally heroes decrease from 400 to 300. Yeah, he's also just giving like less attack. He's doing less of everything. He is skill 2. His 2 seconds longer. Bro, that's a massive nerf. Like if you whiffed before, it would have felt bad, but like, bro, whiffing now, it's gonna be huge. Now I'm just like thinking of like the worst case scenario, but like even like when you hit the ability, like 2 seconds is like massive. Like this is This is an ability that you actually had to like make sure you do not miss. Like it's way more important to like actually land the ability. And even then, like 2 seconds, even if you land it more, like you just have like way less time. Like if you landed like three of these, now like if you do three of them now, you would have landed like a fourth one before, right? Like 2 seconds is massive. This is these are big changes for Kid Gohan as well. I don't know like if he'll like fall out of favor. Like a big thing is like his passive. His passive is just like losing so much like value, but I mean I'm sure he'll be like okay. The main thing is again like fourth form Frieza. Like fourth form Frieza is like really good. Like this may be a big issue though. I mean, if you focus on skill 3, it's not really that big a deal because like you can always just go over the walls and like help allies. I think Kid Gohan still will be okay, but like they definitely want to tone him back. They just want him to like fall back and like let Frieza, like full form Frieza, do his thing. And then super attack, the cooldown increase by 20 seconds, like that. That's like honestly a big change. He, I mean, his ultimate was like pretty like spammable. It felt like, and now 90 seconds, like 20 seconds increase is like pretty big. This could also be another like hammer change. Like they just don't want Gohan to be as viable on hammers as he used to be. But overall, even outside of hammers, like this is like a massive nerf to him. He won't be able to spam his ultimate as much. You have to like think about it a bit more, be less aggressive with it. But I'm sure that he'll still be like a fine character. Let's look at hit skill 3, dimensional infiltration. This is the one that makes him like invisible. Cooldown now begins after the effect ends instead of after activation. So this is a big change. I keep saying this is a big change for like a lot of things, but this is massive. Basically, if you're using hit, when you go invisible, your cooldown would have started before, like when you're like in your invisibility. So you could just be like invisible at all times. At least if you have like one blue card. Now it doesn't matter how many blue cards you have. You activate your invisibility, and then when the invisibility ends, now the cooldown will start. So the main way to reduce the cooldown of your invisibility is with your passive now. So you actually utilize your passive to like actually be invisible all the time, I believe. And yeah, you just had to actually play hit like a lot more tactical. I mean, like he's already like a technical type character. Like you have to be like a really good hit. You have to avoid AoEs and all this stuff. But like this change, like really makes it so that you have to like really know what you're doing. Like if you mess up, like you just do not have your invisibility. And if you don't have your invisibility, like you just lose like a ton of your power because like you would have to use bushes and all that stuff. And even then, when you have all that stuff, like there's so much like that you have to have like people stand near those things. Like you have to be. They're raising the skill ceiling of hit, which I think is fine because like he's such a powerful character, and like there are some people that like they'll hard defend certain characters. Like they'll think like, oh well, hit, he has such a high skill ceiling that like he should be blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, well, bro, he's like been strong since the very beginning of the game. I don't think like this nerf is like undeserved. Like he definitely needed a nerf, and like a good nerf. And I believe this is a good nerf. Like It's not like it kills the character. It just makes it so that if you actually want to be like good with him, then you have to actually be like really solid with him. Like you have to know what to do with him. And that's a good change. I feel that's a well-deserved change. Anyway, let's look at the next one. Majin Buu Pure. So this is Kid Buu. Skill 2 Leg Hook. Obstruction hold added between the pull-in finishing and headbutt. 0.13 seconds. So I'm not gonna lie. I did try out Kid Buu after I saw this change, and I didn't really feel any difference between this new change. Like, maybe there's like some like very minimal delay between like the pull in or something like that, but like I didn't really feel it. Damage on hit decreased from 180, 200, 240 to 135, 150, 180. So like his damage got nerfed by like a ton on the initial hit, and then on the headbutt, 1080, 1200, 1440 to 630, 750, 840. Like his headbutt is just like massively hurt in damage. Like, I mean, when you did do the headbutt before, it would nuke people. It would definitely like destroy people if you actually landed like your headbutt. You could actually like last hit people with the headbutt. It was actually insane. Though most Kid Buu players were just like level skill 3. So you usually wouldn't see like this damage unless like it was super late game, or like you just did like superstar and you were able to get like your skill 2 to level 3 around level 8 or something like that. But I mean, these are deserved changes. I did play Kid Buu. Oh, let me read the third skill first. Noisy chest drumming. Damage decreased from 450, 500, 600 to 270, 300, and 360. Well, this is a deserved change. This skill, like, look, it has a massive slow, which is fine. Quote unquote fine, but like the damage was absurd. Like, massive AoE damage that you didn't have to like think about. And yeah, I mean, like this was the skill that like most Kid Buu players would utilize. Like there's no reason not to. It just massive damage and you couldn't get out of it either. But like after some testing, I don't find Kid Buu to be that bad. Like, yeah, they nerfed all his damage by like a ton, but like it's not like he's a bad character now. He just feels like normalized. Like he's like a normal technical character now, not like in a bad way. Like it's not like he got nerfed super bad like Gotenks or something. Like he's just a normal character now. He's before he was like absurd damage wise, and now he's just normal, and I think that's fine. There's nothing that's really changed about Kid Buu playstyle wise. Like you should still debuff enemies, use your hooks, use your skill 3s to slow people. Like those are the main things. You're not the giga carry that you used to be. However, there is one massive change that we will talk about later. But let's talk about God Vegeta next. Base HP decreased from 8,400 to blah 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 blah. Basically, he just lost a ton of health early and a ton of health late. Like he lost a lot of health, really, and his armor was decreased by a significant amount as well, especially late game. Passive reduction of skills. Super attack excluded. Reduced cooldown while passives activate decreased from 70 to 20%. So they're still fine with him like reducing his ultimate cooldown by like a good amount. But like his base skills were just like the main way of reducing like or gaining his gauge has been reduced by a significant amount. Basically, I think they just did this so that he wouldn't be able to like generate his passive multiple times during a fight. At least not unless you like played it like a bit smarter. And I mean, in combination with like the base health nerf and the armor decrease nerf, like he's definitely squishier. Oh, and then let's see, skill 2 Divine Zone. The cooldown is increased by 2 seconds as well. So this is increased by 2 seconds. He also gets it back less, which is like one of the biggest ways he would get like his passive proc, since it hits like legit everything. Basically, they just like try to normalize God Vegeta. A lot of people are reading these and saying that like he's like dead and gutted, but like if you play him, you just have to play him like a bit smarter, because before you could just you could just go in, Unga Bunga, smash your abilities, fight, get out, or even continue fighting Unga Bunga if they just keep fighting you. Like he was not like, or you didn't have to put too much thought into him, honestly, in my opinion. But like now, since he's a lot squishier, you have to actually think about how you engage more, because it takes longer to actually do your combo, to actually get your fury, and you are a lot squishier. So if you don't reach your gauge sooner, there's a chance that you could actually get smoked. And again, the health decrease, the cooldown decrease, just makes it so that he can't, or he has a lot more difficulty getting the second proc of his passive, which is pretty good. Like he could get it like once a team fight, at least early game, but they don't want him to do it like multiple times, and I think that's fine. But God Vegeta is still gonna be a fine character. His ultimate's still super good. His skill 1 is still good. His skill 3 is still good. Everything about him is still good. It's just like you had to play him smarter. He's still gonna be a top tank in the game. Oh, and then Gamma's ultimate AoE explosion decreased. Okay, so they reduced the explosion a bit, but it's like, why did the Gammas get nerfed? This is such a weird change. I wonder if they just nerfed them because like skill 2 reduction or something, but like most people do not play Gammas. Like Gammas, I mean, they're not like the worst character in the world, but they're like not something that people play. And the fact that they got nerfed is very interesting to me. Maybe they're played on like other servers. Maybe they have like a lot more popularity on other servers, but I just don't see the point in like nerfing Gammas. Maybe this is a preemptive nerf to Gammas because they don't want them to like be super strong during the healing divine draw. But I just think that, I don't know, it's probably just a preemptive nerf. I just don't see any other reason why they would nerf Gammas. Like, this is such a whatever. I don't feel it's a necessary change, but it is what it is. Alright, adjustments, spawn timing adjusted. Okay, so the first 2 minutes are fine. 420, that's fine. And then, yeah. So this is fine. It's just like maybe a little easier to track. It's fine. Nothing crazy. They just want you to take bosses like a little earlier. I think that's a good change. Squeaky Hammer Divine Draw. Squeaky Hammer rush attack damage against gods of destruction decreased from 6,000 to 3,000. That's massive. Like, that's such a huge nerf, actually. That's such a huge nerf. Squeaky Hammer rush attack shockwave against gods of destruction decreased from 2,000 to 1,500. Okay, that's like an okay change. I mean, like, you do most of your damage like being directly on it, and the direct damage was nerfed like this significantly. But I mean, if there are other people on it defending, then you usually end up doing like the splash damage, right? So I have seen people play with the Squeaky Hammer Divine Draw, the new one, and honestly, it's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. This is actually like such a significant change. Like it's not really doing anything anymore. Like, it's not. If you rush towers early weak with the Squeaky Hammer, like you're still gonna do like good damage, but it's not. You're not gonna like one shot the tower like you did before, and that's like a really good change. It may still be worth rushing towers with Squeaky Hammers. But, like if you're doing that, I feel like you could just get punished now, especially with like freezes. Like 4-form freezes existence. It's like, oh, you're getting rushed by Squeaky Hammers. He's just gonna build a wall, stun you, and then like you're gonna get punished, and then they're gonna get the farm, and you guys are gonna fall behind. I don't know. I just don't see the point in doing Squeaky Hammers anymore. I could be speaking to count my eggs before they hatch, whatever. But yeah, Squeaky Hammers. This is a very good nerf, especially with Goku and Kid Gohan both getting nerfed. Like the main abusers of Squeaky Hammers and Squeaky Hammers themselves getting nerfed. Like this is like double whammy. This Divine Draw may just be, I don't want to say useless, but like this is not super good anymore. Maybe late game it should still be fine if you use like a Goku. You know what I mean? If you still have Kaioken Goku, maybe late game you can still do significant damage, but like early game, this is like such a, it seems like it's such a big nerf. Though I don't know if it's like still super good in like Super Start. Like Super Start Kaioken may still be decent, but we'll have to see. CPU behavior adjusted. Okay. Battle Pass. Okay, we saw the Battle Pass changes in the Squadra talk. So basically, when you do the missions, you don't have to wait. They'll just like accumulate over time. I mean, they won't accumulate. You'll just be able to keep doing more and more and more. And then, like once the pass is finished, you can still keep doing stuff and get more stuff. It's a pretty nice change. Battles change so that when landing skills, this is a big change. Change so that when landing skills, super attack excluded against higher level enemies, super attack cooldown will be decreased. So, okay, amount will increase up to a 4 level difference. Super attack cooldown displayed during battle change from seconds to percentage. I don't really like this change, but whatever. Player list request function added to the results scoreboard. So this lets it so that you're able to friend request people. So you can only friend request people on your team, which I wish I could friend request enemies or thumbs up enemies too. But hey, being able to friend request an ally is pretty nice at least. And okay, so the super attack. Well, no, the change to level difference and getting a super attack cooldown is like massive, especially for technical players. Usually techs are like the lowest level characters in a match, since you want to feed everything to your damage player. And basically, if you are lower level, this is like supposed to be like a comeback mechanic, but for like techs that are playing and like feeding their damage character, this seems like a huge change. Like you can just like imagine you have like a tech at level 8 and everyone else is like at level 10. So like that's not like such a weird scenario. That's like a pretty normal scenario. And basically you're just able to like spam your ultimate more often. Like Kid Boo's ultimate is like basically 40 seconds, and that's pretty insane. You can just spam ultimates a lot more, but this is only if you're behind. And well, I feel like that's like such a like strong change. Like that seems like it'd be like a really good change. It'd probably benefit 4-form freeze a lot. I feel like that benefit Krillin a lot, even more. Kid Buu benefit, like it just benefits like all like Majin Buu benefits Majin Buu a ton. Like, this is such a crazy change for like everyone, but specifically technical characters. Because like if you're just behind, like the technical characters are always like usually on your level. So this is like technical characters expand their abilities way more. And if a damage character is behind, that can happen. Like an opponent can be like doing really well early game. Like they'll get like the Kais and they'll be like a level or two ahead. And if that happens, then your damage character can do their ability, their ultimate, and then get it back way sooner. And that's also just like it's such an interesting power shift. And I want to see what happens. But I just know that for technical characters, it's just like insane. It's actually insane. What else we got? Tutorial improves so that upon starting a new game, the divine card combos will automatically be obtained from CPU battle beginning. Change to the divine combo card manual acquisition function as well as editing. The automatic card acquisition preset will be unlocked after 6 battles. That's pretty nice. I don't use these functions, but they're pretty good for people to have. Voting change so that the number of times you've been voted for in a battle up to will now be displayed. Download will start from season 5. You can now check which players voted for you in the most recent battle. This is whatever. I mean, it does increase like your player badge, but this is like whatever to me. But I mean, it's cool. I mean, if it incentivizes people to be like quote unquote positive, then it is what it is. Player code shortened from 16 to 6. If it's still 16, try making a new one. Change the location of the back button while using a keyboard mouse to be more accessible. Okay. Upon start of a new season, adding the giving of player and role rank badges based on your final rank in the previous season. Okay. Custom battle while spectating, add a display that shows whether a god of destruction or boss has been KO'd. Okay. While spectating, added the function to pull back the camera viewpoint stepwise. I actually did test the spectating, and like you can like pull back the camera so much, like you can see so much of the battlefield now. It's actually like such a nice change, because sometimes a team fight will be happening like at the like a Kai, but then it'll be having like some like kind of rocks or like below, and it's like you can't see everything at once to the old point of view. But this new point of view, you can see like pretty much the entire team, both teams if they're just like fighting. So it's a pretty good change. Customize items, I don't know about that, but hey, these are the changes, and personally I feel these are all really nice changes. We will have to see what happens once 4 Form Frieza drops and we get the new Divine Draw plus Skill 1 boost, and I forgot what the other one was. I think it's like Clouds or something. I mean, Clouds are going to be good for hit, you know. But besides that, I mean, this is actually a very well-made patch. Like, it seems very balanced. I do like the buffs. I do like the nerfs, besides like the Gamma nerf. That's still strange to me, but whatever. Like, buffing Krillin is great. Buffing or adjusting Baby is great. Buffing Vegeta is great. There's a lot of good changes here, and in this in-between time before 4 Form Frieza comes out, it feels pretty good. But once 4 Form Frieza comes out and the new Divine Draws come out, we will have to see what happens. And then, you know, we'll get Kid Goku, and then we'll get Bulma. Once those things happen, we'll see how the game truly pans out. But for now, this is a good change. This is a good start of the season. And hey, like I said, people were dooming and glooming about certain things, but hey, they did nerf hammers. They nerfed hammers significantly. They nerfed Kid Gohan. They nerfed Hit. They nerfed Daima Goku. they buffed Krillin. Like they did so many good changes. Sure, for some reason they're just ignoring Cell. I guess I'm sure there's reasons why they're ignoring Cell, but hey, I don't know, man. We'll see what they do with certain characters. Maybe they'll change Cell. Maybe they'll change Brawly or something. Like we won't know what happens until we actually play these first 2 weeks, and after we play the first 2 weeks, Kid Goku will come out. So that will be pretty fun. Hey, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. Let me know what you guys think of the new patch in the comments below, and what you're looking forward to this season. All right, y'all take care and have a good one. Peace.